just mentioned the Cowboys. I mean, bro, Dak's had another good game. He's had a very good season in this losing team. But Herbie, Justin Herbert, has finally had a good game that he hasn't had in weeks. What a game from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers in general, just once they got their stops on the Cowboys, they dismantled them. Great performance from the Chargers.
Yeah, not much else to say, not much else to add. Justin Herbert, he's showing us why he's paid and why his talent is this. The Cowboys, bro, I don't know what they're on half the time, bro. Their defense is an absolute farcical nonsense. We've seen it so many times. You can't have an offense and no defense because we see it with the Bengals. We've seen it with the Cowboys. We've seen it with the Ravens to some form of that this year. We've seen it with the Chiefs. Like, it doesn't matter who your quarterback is, how good your quarterback plays. If you don't have a defense, your team is finished. So that's what this year for the Cowboys, that's what they should reflect on, look at, and go into the summer. And I know you made some changes, but really make some moves on the defensive end and pay George Pickens.
Yeah, well, I mean, had another 100+ yard game. So it's tight though. If they pay him, they're just gonna have to try and draft well defensively by the looks of it.
This is you're right. You're right.
They paid quite a few guys if you think about it.
Yeah, they have, to be fair.
Because Overshown got paid, was it this summer? Bland got paid, was it last summer or this summer? Obviously, Diggs got paid a couple years ago. He's on a long-term deal.
I think they're trading him.
Who, Diggs?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
I think they got to trade a lot of the back end now. And just refresh the back end. Because you know what? They are actually getting pressure. Their new front five can get pressure on the quarterback. You get what I mean? If you get a draft pick in there and then you just trade away that whole disgraceful back end you've got right now. Because they're being paid quite a lot of money. So you can try and get some pieces. You know, I feel like if you speak to, and this might sound mad, but you speak to a Cleveland, they're all susceptible to do something silly. Do you get what I mean? You speak to one of those organizations, try and get, I'm just hypothetically saying, try and get a Denzel Ward. It ain't going to happen. But
I know what you mean.
So try and get someone, a real, true number one cornerback, someone, a free safety, a linebackers. The whole defense needs to be revamped, but, you know, trying to do it halfway through the season ain't going to help.
Hey. So Jerry thought trading my car, but we've had this conversation. Michael masks the deficiencies of that defense, because there was a stat that showed when he was on the field, they were the best defensive team, like in that duration. And then when he was off the field, they were the worst defensive team in the league. And then now they just haven't got him. So yeah, but
like LeBron on the Cavs.
Yeah, literally that. But back to the Chargers. It seems like they're starting to get healthy again. Obviously, O-line's still near enough miss it, like in terms of their main guys, but the overall, their running backs are coming back. Their receivers are healthy. Herbert, like I've said, had a great game, one of his best games of the season as well. And their defense is for real. They've been a quiet, great defense this year. And they're still on for the 1 seed as well in the AFC West, because they've got the Broncos. If they beat the Broncos on the final game of the season, they got the tiebreaker on them. So it's Harbaugh. This Harbaugh, he's doing a hell of a job.
Jim, say his name right. Jim, not John.
You're right, Jim. Jim Harbaugh, you're doing a hell of a job.
Yeah. John, we don't know what you're on.
I hear it still. But Chargers, these AFC, bloody hell, my division's getting tougher, bro. But we'll talk about that this summer. Giants, Vikings. The only thing to state in this game is JJ McCarthy. He may be very injury prone.
I don't think it's a discussion anymore. It's not May. He's very injury prone. We're bigging him up last week, and this week, boy,
yeah,
here we go again.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. They're now definitely regretting. Last week it wasn't they regretting. Now they're definitely regretting signing this decision.
You see how they say the NFL is a week-to-week league? Off the field, it's a week-to-week league as well.
100%. They regret the decision of letting Sam Darnold go, definitely, because this is just, you could be having all the talent in the world. If you can't stay on the field, you're useless. That's the problem.
The Vikings can still finish with a winning record. They're 7-8 right now.
My goodness, who they got? Who their last two games though? They got the Packers, as we discussed, and
I feel like saying the Lions. I might be. They got the Lions. They're both home games, Lions and Packers.
Okay, I see them
And
losing.
we know like they can shut them both down defensively.
They can do, but offensively, who's their quarterback? Brosma.
That's the question. Because remember, they've gone into Detroit this season and won.
Yeah.
Was that with Carson Wentz as well?
Carson Wentz.
Yeah, obviously it's Brosma at the moment. We don't know if JJ McCarthy is gonna play the next game, but
yeah, man, I know, man. I don't know, man. My fear is that because they're as we speak about most weeks, they're the highest paid or one of the highest paid teams in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna have to start letting some major key pieces going because I know they were all in on. From last year, they were all in on it. Now, this year, you're just like, yeah, it's not working out. So, I feel like
maybe you were saying for the Cowboys, maybe the Cowboys can ask the Vikings for some defensive players and get some draft picks.
They could do. They could do. They need to get money off the books.
Yeah,
they need to, and their defenses. But their defense is their strongest side of their team right now.
Yeah.
So it's almost like, do you want to break that up, knowing that you're a quarterback away? Because they probably are a quarterback away.
Well, they've got very good offensive talent.
Yeah, Joe Burrow's there waiting to leave Cincinnati.
All right, since you mentioned him, I was going to gloss over this one, but the Bengals, they demolished the Dolphins once. Obviously, Tua got dropped. He's dropped for the rest of the season. Quinn Ewers threw a couple interceptions. But the Bengals and Burrow, they had a great game. But it's a little too late. And I feel like a lot of changes will be made for both teams in the offseason.
Yes, I agree. The Bengals, I don't know what they're going to change, but they're going to change a lot. I feel like the head coach might go.
I thought that as well. Then I saw today that apparently he's staying.
Okay.
Like the rumor mill is that Zach Taylor will be fine.
So Zach Taylor's going to be fine. I don't know what they're going to make changes or what they're going to make changes to because
they sacked Lou Anamur, however you say his name. Sorry, they sacked him in the summer. Obviously, he went to the Colts and they were doing good to start the season. So, like you said, what are you going to do? Because it looks like they're going to lose Trey Hendrickson as well.
That's definitely happening. He's not even been fit the last couple of weeks. We know how the Bengals organization are. They ain't paying him what he wants. He's going somewhere else. So he's going to be moving on. Your defense is bad. It's about to get worse. And you have no money to pay anyone else anyway to come and help you out. So, and Cincinnati's not an attractive market. As much as Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins are there, they're there because, by and large, they got drafted there.
Yeah.
What I mean. And they got paid there. They're not enticing free agents to come and join them. Do you get what I mean? Especially not on the defense, because you looked at the division, you're looking at things like, bro, you got the Ravens, you got the Browns, you got the Steelers. The Steelers are always a good team. The Ravens are always a good team. The Browns, we know what they are. And then you have you guys.
I think for the Bengals, for them, it's just to draft. They have to draft great.
But they don't do that on the defensive side. They do that on the offensive.
No, it's true.
Defensively, they don't draft well. So they're going to be in problems come next year. Again, I don't think things will change with them. The Dolphins, similar.
Maybe this is why Joe Burrow, his press conferences of recent, is probably just foreseeing the future. And like the reality is really sinking.
Yeah.
In that sense.
Yeah. And the Dolphins, similar, bro. They're going to have to get to his contract.
Yes.
Like, there's just going to be a lot of there's going to be a lot of dead cat money just sitting in a lot of teams. So it's going to be hard for them to even make moves because what do you do when you have a $50 million quarterback that's still on the roster next year and you don't want him? You play your rookie?
I think I saw the way they can get rid of him this summer where they don't take a hit is if they get rid of Tyreek Hill. I can't remember as to the workings out of how, but is they have to get rid of Tyreek Hill for them to get rid of Tua where they don't take a hit. Like they'll still take like a bit of a hit, but it won't be a major hit.
Right. And I think they will get rid of Tyreek Hill, but I also sit there and go, who's signing Tua?
The thing, who's gonna pay one? That's a great question. And then two, on Tyreek Hill, who's gonna pay to pay him that much money coming off his injury at his age?
Yeah, that's the thing. To not play, basically, because we don't know what's gonna be healthy.
Yeah.
Like, so they got a lot of questions to be answered. And they got
definitely keep the head coach though.
Yes, that's one thing I think they should keep because of I believe actually he changed the culture and changed things to fit Tua, not the style that he wanted to play, and we can kind of see that he changed it to like a run first kind of offense now. And I feel that's what he was
worked with them with Ajan leading the way.
Yeah, so yeah, man. As I said, dysfunctional franchises that haven't won much always seem to end up in the same places.
The two of them. And I think the Dolphins have the longest streak in the NFL of not winning a playoff game.
Yeah, they get there, but they usually have to go something cold.
Over 25 years or something. Just yes, not good. Another quick game to Saints. They're on is it 3-game win streak now with your boy Tyler Shaw?
Yeah, they beat the Panthers, the Bucks, and now beat the Jets.
Yeah, and they made pretty light work of the Jets, like once in the second half, I should say. But Tyler Shaw, he might be a starter next season.
I think he's going to be their starter next season, 100%. I feel like when you come into the NFL at that age, you've had enough experience and kind of your mind is kind of seen a lot. Do you get what I mean? You're 26 coming into the NFL. Most rookies are coming in at 20. You've done life to an extent. Do you get what I mean?
Man said he's done a sentence.
Yeah, you've done some form of life. So, you're more mature, more level-headed. It's more like drafting in Kurt Warner, for instance. You get what I mean? It's similar to that, not talent level, but it's similar to having that type of player come in. It's not going to make the silly rookie mistakes as we know young rookies to make.
Yeah. So, no, it's like once he got this the cobwebs of his first couple games, even though he was new into the NFL, the cobwebs of his age, he's been really good. Bro, man, he threw the ball 49 times this game, like 32 times completed, but 49 times is a lot in general. And over 300 yards, like, he's a big guy as well. He's about 6'5", like, he's got a big arm.
Yep.
The talent is, like, if him and Olave, they look really good this game. If they can build on that, obviously they're another one with the last couple of years, the cap's kind of bitten them with how they paid people last couple of years. But if they can draft well and come back around slowly in that division, where